This mandapa is square in shape and is situated to the eastern side of the enclosed hall where the Vannimarthu Vinayakar shrine and Nagalinga shrines are housed. Though this enclosed hall is rectangular in north-south direction, it becomes a square when it is jointly perceived with the garden grown in between this hall and 1,000-pillared mandapa. The 1,000-pillared mandapa has 16 rows of 32 pillars each on either side on the south-north direction, leaving a central passage. The innermost pillars on the northern side has the aniaticals forming a rectangular space with 2 aniaticals on either side. The southern side lacks 1 row of pillars on each side adjacent to the central aniatical column, the excess of 24 pillars. The entire mandapa is on a very high plinth and the adhisthana shows 2 sections with paths similar to that of the adhisthana. The basement of this mandapa is adorned with the designs of girls playing kolatham, warriors, and sports, and so on. The pillars are carved with sculptures of Nayak period and some divine images of sages. Vishnu's incarnations too find a place with floral designs. The copper plate of Saka 1435 reveals that the land site of 275 feet and 295 feet north-south was sold to Krishnadev Rai for 500 sovereign of gold by the members of a grand mutt in Thiruvannamalai. On entering the temple through the east tower, the big structure one faces on the right is the 1,000-pillared hall. There are indications that it was built by Krishnadev Rai. The 1,000-pillared hall sports exactly 1,000 pillars. The pillars are carved with sculptures of Nayak periods and some divine images. Sages, Vishnu's incarnations too find a place with floral designs. Inside the first quadrangle, on the right is the 1,000-pillar mandapam built by King Krishnadev Rai. As one enters this mandapam, the pillar on the right has on its top what appears to be the figure of Krishnadev Rai in a posture of supplication. On the pillar opposite is his Ishtadevta. In the center of the pillars of this mandapam is a 2 feet high raised platform which is used as a dais for Lord Nataraja during certain Abhishekam functions as Ani Thirumanjanam and the day of Thiruvathirai. In olden times, temple halls like the 1,000-pillar mandapam served not only for meditation and functions but also as sanctuaries for town people whenever their town was under threat from warfare or natural. In the Tamil months of Ani, June-July calamities, and Margazhi, December to January, Lord Nataraja is ceremonially installed in the hall. After puja and abhishekam, Lord Nataraja is taken out in procession around the Mada Vidhis. The 1,000-pillar hall in Thiruvannamalai Arunachaleswara temple, kept closed throughout the year despite its sculptural richness, will now house a museum which will feature various aspects and information about the temple. The 1,000-pillar hall, situated near the Raja Gopuram of the Arunachaleswara temple, possesses carved stone pillars and once served as a rice warehouse for the Tamil Nadu Civil Supply Corporation. After that use was abandoned, the hall was then used to house the temple elephant. Since the time the elephant was given other housing, the 1,000-pillar hall has remained locked and used only during the annual Arudra Darshan festival, when it was opened for the Murti of Lord Nataraja to give darshan to thousands of devotees waiting outside the hall. As interested parties were worried about the plight of the 1,000-pillar hall, which is believed to have been constructed during the Krishnadev Rai period, early 16th century, the government proposed to establish a museum in the mandapam. The temple administration has sought suggestions on the setting up of the museum from the Commissioner of Museums, and as a consequence, detailed recommendations have been given to the temple authorities.